una Hayabusa y no te voy a dar una ride. En verdad prefiero contigo, no me empango, no voy a manchar la Hawaii. Si no te gusta, sorry, esa es la que hay. Porque antes yo te quería, pero ya no. Tú me gustabas, pero ya no. Yo estaba pa' ti, pero ya no. Ey, pero ya no, ey, pero ya no. Acho, bro.
And stepping in for New York,
leading off the
Edmundo
afternoon
Sosa.
for the Mets, the second baseman, Edmundo. Sosa.
And that's in for a strike. And we're underway here in the home opener. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. A switch hitter batting right. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, here's a game Lindor will never forget. One night in July of 2023, he went 5 for 5 with a home run, 2 triples, and he scored 3 runs. That stat line is so rare. Only one other player has done it. Guess who? Willie Mays in 1958.
And now it's the polar bear, Pete Alonso. On the ground, out to short. Sends it to first, and that takes care of Alonso. And that is that. And we're back. And on the mound now, Sean Manaea.
He really relies on working down in the zone with that heavy sinker he's got. You know, it's not as popular to throw that pitch today as it used to be because, you know, guys are looking to hit balls down in the zone, get them up in the air. It's very important for him when facing same-side hitters to be able to get it in, especially early in the count. And to opposite guys, be able to throw it at that front hip and run it over the inside corner.
On the ground, Lindor whips it to first on the run, and they get the out. Now the number 2 hitter, Gunnar Henderson. Fought off foul. 1 out, bases empty. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. One down, base is empty.
Ball.
Check swing, and that's a ball.
That pitch wasn't even close, and they still got a check swing out of it. He's going to have to make an adjustment and make it fast.
Makes the grab. 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. Ryan Reynolds here.
Ryan Reynolds.
That clips the zone, and that is strike 1. On the ground to the left.
That's a foul.
And that's just foul. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. Second inning set to go. So now here's the Mets DH, Mark Vientos. Gore back to work. Vientos started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, no swing. On the inside corner for a strike.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Nabs it, 1 up, 1 down. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westburg. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Slings to first in time. Brandon Nimmo stands in now and watches strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
In plenty of time to first. Out number 3. Back here in Baltimore. So here is Bryce Harper.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
Hauls it in for the out.
Cat-like reflexes over there for
the right field,
Pete Alonso.
Spencer Torkelson now at the plate. Torkelson measures 6 feet even, hitting 5th in today's lineup. And he's usually a first baseman, but today he starts in the outfield. Sliced hard but foul.
And that really speaks to his athletic ability, being able to move from an infield position to go out into the outfield, and it would suggest he's got a pretty good arm as well.
One down, base is empty. That one misses, and a count 1-2.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
This one in the air. Sosa pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now. So up next, Jackson Merrill.
Man, he just couldn't lay off right there. Those high fastballs, they just look really good because they're eye level, but they're just about impossible to get the barrel to.
And first offering is fouled off. And a pitch. And a foul ball. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. On to the 3rd inning. And now here is Freddie Fermin.
Freddie Fermin.
Well, the bright side is that will help the on-base percentage a little bit, and that's a category no batter can ignore these days. OBP, OPS, well, maybe that'll ease the pain just a little bit.
Next to hit, Tyrone Taylor. Ball. That's off the inside corner, and that is ball 1. In the air to left center. Rodriguez makes the grab, 1 down. Here's the center fielder, Jake McCarthy.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
On the ground, right side, Merrill. On the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out. Back to the top of the Mets order. Edmundo Sosa will hit next. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. And a big swing and a miss.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Rips that one center field. Squeezes it, and that is that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the Orioles DH, Luis Robert Jr. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
That's a real nice cutter right there. I mean, this guy can struggle with the inside pitch at times, so I'd say that's pretty effective if he can continue to command it on that side of the plate.
No balls, 2 strikes.
The delivery to Robert.
1 and 2.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game. Kobe Mayo, the next to hit for the Orioles. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0-1.
Swings and misses at the sweeper.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. Fermin gathers, throws to first, out. 2 away now after the drop 3rd strike. Now the catcher up to hit, Francisco Alvarez. Smoked on the ground to second. Handles, throws to first. That's the 3rd out. Back now at Oriole Park. Here's Francisco Lindor.
Francisco Lindor.
Lindor was born in Puerto Rico, but actually played his high school ball in Florida. Lindor swings and blasts one deep left field. Reynolds raging back towards the wall. See you later. An absolute smash to left. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. Here's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1. late on that fastball.
Well, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter. I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And the polar bear strikes out. And now it's Mark Vientos. Fly to right his first time. That misses, and that's ball one.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
Line drive, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Pretty good changeup on the outside corner, but he did exactly what you're supposed to do with that pitch. See it deep and keep your hands inside it to drive it the other way.
Now here is Jordan Westberg.
It's 0-1.
Center field. Rodriguez settles under it and makes the grab. And there are two down.
The left fielder, number 9.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. Grounded out his first time. Line drive, base hit, right field. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Stepping in, Freddie Fermin. Yeah, that's fouled off. Gore checks the runner, and he's back in on a dive. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Back up the middle and a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw in. Save. In comes the run from second. And they lead by 2.
Back-to-back base hits. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Taylor in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. That's off the mark. Ball. 2-2. 2 outs.
2-2.
Couple of base runners at first and second. Swing and a ground ball. Sneaks through. Base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Well done. Drives in the run. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
McCarthy now in the box.
0-1.
Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss at a slider.
The pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
1-2.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Reynolds grabs it on the run. Bottom 4 and into the box for Baltimore. Julio Rodriguez.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
And that one is lifted in the air. Taylor. And out number 1 on the grab. And the batter will be the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. First time up was a pop out.
Henderson.
Check swing, went around.
0 balls, 1 strike.
The Orioles trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Now batting. The
2 outs, base is empty. Ryan Reynolds, the next to hit for the Orioles. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And a foul ball. 2 outs, base is empty. that misses.
That's a ball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
On the ground, right side. Toss to Alonso, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Edmundo Sosa. Gore back to work. Cut on and lifted in the air. Rodriguez racing after it. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And there's 1 down.
Now batting.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. He's already homered here in this one. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Rodriguez makes the play. Out number 2. In steps the polar bear, Pete Alonso. 0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Alonso goes 6 feet 3 inches, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. A dive, and he can't haul it in.
Got a breaking ball on the outside part of the plate. Not a bad pitch, but he wasn't fooled or off balance. Stayed on the backside nicely and really just let that thing travel and squared it up.
Vientos, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Hit in the air, right field. Torkelson. And he makes the catch. And that is that. Back here in Baltimore, here's Bryce Harper.
Orioles, the first baseman, Bryce Harper.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Got him looking. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one. And next for the Orioles, Spencer Torkelson. He popped out his first time.
Torkelson.
And that misses. Ball 1. That's a little bit low.
The rest of the lineup could learn a thing or two from this at bat right here. He's been patient, and now he's in the driver's seat with a 2-0 count.
That one missed. Now 3-0.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
And there's the strike.
3-1.
And now the count is full. And
Count's
another
full.
power hitter lurking in the on-deck circle. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And it hits the fence. Jackson Merrill, the next to hit for the Orioles. Struck out swinging his first time.
Merrill.
That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
1 ball, no strikes.
And that's downstairs.
That's down.
And now 2-0.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, you're going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
And a swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
And ball 4 to a board.
He's making things difficult for himself right now out there on the mound, but you know his confidence should still be high enough to get out of this, but he's going to have to buckle down right here. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one off the mark. And that's ball 2.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And the infield fly rule call. Here's the third baseman, Kobe Mayo.
16,
0 for 1 so far.
Mayo.
Ripped to short. They get the force, and that is the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Top 6. Now the third baseman, Jordan Westberg. There's the strike.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck.
And it gets by him. Now he'll turn for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay. He's in there.
Everything came together for him. Good pitch hard and inside, but he showed off some quick hands, got the barrel to it, and was able to yank it into the outfield.
Nimmo in the box again, takes a strike. Westberg, the lone runner, stands at third with nobody out. Popped up. Corrals it. And there's one away. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Freddie Fermin.
RBI not for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Almost got him. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one.
He seems to have lost a little bit of focus on executing that pitch right there, not staying through the target, and clearly not the release point he wanted.
Taylor, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the
grounder. Might be 2. Mayo toss to second, and that's 2. Back now at Oriole Park. Well, we go bottom 6. Now the Orioles catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
You know, these Orioles, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. And a good start to the inning.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Now pitching for New York, number 38, Jesus Tinoco.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. That clips the corner.
Now these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Now a check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first, and no swing, says Joe McDonald. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. Right side, Taylor hustling after it. Makes the catch, and there's one down. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Henderson.
Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Fouled off left side. Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
The left fielder,
Ryan Reynolds digs in now.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field, and that's the inning. We go to the top of the 7th, and stepping in for New York, Jake McCarthy. Strike 1.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That one ripped right center field, back there, and that one is off the wall. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Edward Bizardo takes over on the mound.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And downstairs.
1-0.
Next pitch in for a strike, and the count even at 1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Here's a 1-2. Gets a piece and stays alive. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. Into center and a base hit. The run comes in from second, and it's an RBI single, and they're up by 4.
Good two-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive into center field.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
It normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Swings and misses, struck him out. So digging in, Pete Alonso. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And first offering is fouled off.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
To the right side. Off balance feed. There's one. Double play. And that'll do it for the inning. And we're back. Set for the last half of the 7th. So now the Orioles cleanup hitter, Bryce Harper.
Now pitching for the New York Mets, number 24, Kyle Nelson.
flips the corner. Strike one. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Up the middle. Tosses to first. Harper retired. So up next,
The right fielder,
Spencer
number 20,
Torkelson.
Spencer
1 for 2.
Torkelson.
Swing and a miss. Strike one.
I think he was
It's
sitting off
0-1.
speed there.
The Orioles down by 4. Here the bottom of the 7th. That one just misses,
ball.
and it's 1-2.
He missed the zone, but I
1
don't
and
think
2.
he missed his spot. That was a good pitch with 2 strikes.
And now it's
Ball,
even
that's
up.
in.
And down on strikes. That's the second out. 2 down, bases
Up next
empty.
for the Orioles,
Jackson Merrill,
the second
the next to
baseman.
hit for the
Jackson
Orioles. He is struck out,
Merrill.
and he is walked. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field.
Now
And at
batting,
first.
the designated
Now it's
hitter,
the DH, Luis Robert Jr.
Robert. Now pitching for New York, number 68, Jason Foley.
Foul ball there. Two outs. And that's in for a strike. Runner on the go. That's to third, Westberg. Tosses to first, and they take care of Robert for the out. And that is the inning. We go to the
Leading
8th,
off
and
for the
now the
Mets, the
DH,
designated
Mark
hitter,
Vientos.
Vientos.
Bizardo, 29 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. Swing and a miss. There's the slider. Going 1.
0-1.
To the right side, Merrill. Gets it to first.
That's
1 up, 1 down. Jordan Westberg
The batter,
up now for the
third
Mets.
baseman,
Good
Jordan
arm side run to that same side hitter right there.
Westberg.
Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
Out to short, Henderson. Zips it across. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. So 2 down
Up next
now,
for the Mets,
and here
the left
is
fielder,
Brandon Nimmo.
Nimmo.
That one fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. And he grounds one back up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. That ball was drilled 106 off the bat, and that's the kind of feedback that tells you you're right where you want to be with your swing mechanics.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Two outs. Got him swinging. Bottom of the 8th. Here's
Leading
the
off
third
for
baseman,
the
Colby
Orioles,
Mayo.
The third baseman, Colby Mayo.
Orioles
Pinch hitting
making a
for
move for a pinch hitter,
Number
Josh Bell.
Josh.
They're running out of time in this
Yeah.
game, trying to get something started here.
And the first
the ball.
pitch misses for ball 1.
1 ball, no strikes.
Foul ball. The 1-2. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
Catcher number 4.
Francisco Alvarez, the next to hit.
Alvarez.
That one the other way. Alonso takes it to the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty.
Julio.
And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Swings through that one.
0-1.
And there's a foul ball. Cracks his bat and pops him up. And he's safe at first.
Too late.
2 outs, runner at first. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles.
Now pitching.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Alex Garcia.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
No balls. 1 strike.
Runner on the move. He swings and fouls one off. Rodriguez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Runner goes again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Runner on the move again. They pitch out. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Tries to get back and save. The Mets leading by 4 here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Runner goes again. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
The other way. Fair ball. Coming home. 1 run is in. And they put up the stop sign at third. Probably the right move to not risk the out at the plate there with 2 down.
Picks himself up at RBI. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Harper stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Swung on, belted. Nimmo on the move, heading back. Slams off the bottom of the wall. The run scores from second, and it's a 1-run game.
Well, a huge 2 RBI swing at the bat right there. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Number 31, Yoel Ryan.
Here comes Torque to the plate. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1 with a single base runner. Because of all the power, they are dangerous to tie this thing up or take the lead. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 2.
Very solid inning on the mound so far here in the 8th. Holding on to this narrow lead. This is exactly what they were looking for.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back here in Baltimore. And now the right fielder, Tyrone Taylor.
15, Tyrone Taylor.
Bizzardo back to work. Slider right there.
It's 0-1.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Harper settles under it and makes the catch. And a quick out, number one.
Now batting, the center
Jake
fielder,
McCarthy
Jake
now at the plate.
McCarthy.
1 for 3. First pitch just misses. And it's fouled away.
That's a ball.
And strike 2.
2-2.
Pitch in the dirt. Full count now. Up and in, ball 4.
Take your base.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
So a man aboard. Next to hit, Edmundo Sosa. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1.
This might be a steal situation, but that's not your average catcher behind the dish. You have to be careful here.
Fouled off down the right side. The 0-2. There goes the runner. In there for strike 3. Throw there. Safe. Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. He's already homered in this game.
Now pitching for the
So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Justin Slate.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. And that one fouled off. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's the second baseman, Jackson Merrill.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 39, Edwin.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
And that one fouled off. On the ground to third, but it kicks foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. High fly ball out towards left field. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. He's 2 outs away. Luis Robert Jr. will hit next. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
Grounds one to short. Lindor slings it across. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. So they're down to their final out. So next to hit for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday. Came into the game on defense. So his first trip to the plate here. Just missed.
1-0.
That misses,
That's the ball.
and it's 2-0.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing, you can tie up the ball game. But if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
They're down to their final strike.
I'd say that stayed in the tunnel for a long time. No chance of even fouling it off.
The Orioles down to their final strike. Two down, nobody on. And that's outside.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. And the